Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. Today's video I'm going to be watching A Good Girl's Guide to Murder episode 2. Watched episode 1 for the first time yesterday and I had an amazing time with it. So I'm ready to jump right back into the series. I've got my coffee. Let's just get right into it.
I do what I want, it's refreshing. As soon as you taste independence.
See, from the first episode there was a lot discovered already and a lot that Pip has to kind of like combine and figure out, and she's already got a lot on the wall. And kind of like the way the last one ended, stop what, now she's got to figure out that. She's got to figure out where Sal was between 10:30 and 12:50. There's just so much to wrap her head around. So I mean, I could not imagine being in that position where you have to think about all of that information. I would lose track so quickly.
He was different to other guys our age, like an old-fashioned romantic.
She didn't even let Pip ask her a question. Is that not how an interview works? It's like she's been asked these questions so many times, she just kind of knew what was coming.
I mean, they never even argued.
They never argued, but it seems like there wasn't a huge argument. It's all not lining up, and it's like I said, it's a lot to wrap your head around.
Would she have told you if they were arguing?
Of course. We told each other everything.
I don't know about that, because like I said, it seems like there was arguing, from what it looks like anyway. I feel like Andy might have been keeping some secrets from her friends, which obviously they wouldn't expect.
Maybe you got it wrong.
I think either you're saying I'm lying, or I didn't know my best friend. I don't even know why I'm telling you all this.
Oh, what? You've not told me anything.
I'm done here.
She kind of did tell her something.
There have been some developments in the Andy Bell case you might be interested in.
Whoa, a lot has happened. That's crazy. Is there anything we can kind of see here? So obviously there's the missing poster. Parents reported missing at 12:45. Trying to figure out where Sal was at 10:30 to 12:50. Oh, she's saying when she spoke to Jason Bell. Jason Bell? That would have been the father. Was tense? No, not when she spoke to him. During the interview thing. The thing she was watching in the first episode, apparently he was tense and using the word was a lot. Obviously the big stop what, and then all the suspects and stuff. Okay, so obviously there's a lot more going across.
You're not going to tell me I can't do it, are you?
I am worried about it, to be honest.
To be honest, I'm quite surprised that her parents are like letting her do this. Like, especially for a school project. Now I know it's important, but I suppose the mother's like, she's worried about it, but have some boundaries. Whether Pip listens to that is a complete different story. I don't think she's going to listen to the boundary thing because she's really invested in this investigation.
Do you mind talking about Sam?
I like it. I don't get to do it much.
I suppose that's a good thing about her doing this investigation, and I feel like that's why, yeah, it took him a second to think about it and everything, but that's why I feel like he's getting quite involved in it as well. Obviously it's about his brother and his brother's being like accused or whatever of killing Andy, but I feel like he also gets to talk about Sal, and like he said, he doesn't really get to do that often because if you think about it, it's quite like a rough subject for people, so people are going to be closed off to the conversation of Sal, but he's able to talk about his brother with Pip and kind of like investigate, if that makes sense. I don't know if I said that in a roundabout way, which I feel like I did.
You can do it, but please leave Naomi out of it.
See, that is the good thing I love about their friendship, is the fact that as much as Pip loves doing this and investigating this case, she's still willing to put it aside for her friend. Like, she's admitted that, yeah, she could get like hyper fixated on something that she enjoys doing, whether it hurts the people she loves or is closest to. She's willing to stop. And then her best friend's like, no, continue, because she knows how much she's like loving this, how important it is to her. Just keep like her sister out of it, which is completely understandable. I suppose, like she said, her mom died and then Sal. It is going to be tough on her to just talk about all of that, you know.
I'll be back in a minute.
Oh no. So it looks like she's going to go and talk to, what was her name, Nat? Is she like a suspect or something within it? I'm guessing so. I'm not sure. Was she like a friend? I'm not sure like what her role is. I don't really want to say it like that, but I suppose we'll find out along the way. Like I said, I have read the books, but I don't remember anything about it.
She'd start sleeping with someone new, and then she'd just...
But she wasn't sleeping with Sal.
You said sleeping with someone new. Who do you mean?
She knows she has just spoke way too much. So, she wasn't sleeping with Sal, but she was sleeping with the people. Because, I'm going to guess maybe because Sal wasn't, like, didn't want to. So she was cheating, but with who? Oh, there's so much information.
Be careful.
You're right, that is weird.
And she got into a car with the guy from the party.
Are Emma and Nat still in touch?
I don't think so. I moved to the city.
Give me a number.
What are you gonna do?
You'll see.
Talk about being sly. Nah, yeah, it is a bit weird of why she's like, be careful, you don't know what you're getting yourself into, like, and then that guy is just staring at her, like, what is happening? I don't know what is happening, and I want to know. I'm just so confused at this point. Like, I know what's going on, but like, it's a mystery, you know what I'm saying.
It's not me, it's Nat.
Yeah, she found me at work. She got me at tennis and... Oh, okay, so they're pretending to be Nat and they're going to try and get like... So they're talking about Pip, like interviewing. Okay. You told her about secret older guy? What? Okay, this is getting interesting.
Yeah, but Andy had 2 boyfriends, which means this secret older guy is our first real suspect.
Yes. See, still, even if they discover who it is or whatever, and like other people find out, it's still not going to look good on Sal, because he's just going to be seen as like maybe a jealous boyfriend, or he found out or something and then was like, you know what, I'm going to kill her, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not going to look good for him either way. So obviously more needs to be discovered, because technically Andy had, well, by the sounds of it, 2 boyfriends, Sal and secret older guy. Like, I don't even know who that could possibly be.
Which means we're already one step ahead of the police. Sal was our only suspect.
Yes, good point. Now they've got to find out who secret old guy is, so that they can like, that's their number 1 suspect. Whereas the police just automatically assumed it was Sal. I mean, there was a confession, but currently they're doing better than the police.
If you're right and Sal didn't kill Andy, then whoever did is still out there. And if they find out you're looking for them, isn't there a chance they could come after you?
As terrifying as that is, he's not wrong. And I don't think she thought of it like that. Like, if it's not Sal, it's someone else, they're gonna still be out there. And they could possibly go looking for Pip to like stop her from looking into it a little bit more. He's not wrong. And she didn't think of that by her face.
Shh. There's someone there.
Why would she run towards the person? Who does that in their right state of mind? Who runs towards the person? You run away. You run away from the person, not towards. Like, what is she doing? Oh my goodness, she terrified herself. You don't run towards the person. But I love the fact that her best friend came after her, even if it's a scary situation to be in. Her best friend has got her back.
Or it was just a hiker who got lost.
Yeah, she hopes it was a hiker. I don't think it was. I don't know who it was, but I don't think it was just a hiker. Who is hiking at nighttime? I don't know anyone who has ever hiked at nighttime. I could be wrong, but I don't know anyone who has ever hiked at nighttime. Just Stop digging, Pippa. That's who that person was then. I don't know who it was, but I'm going to guess they put that underneath her pillow. How would they have done that without anyone seeing though? Because the boys were still in the tent, right?
I believe summer's nearly over. And then it's our last year at school, and then...
I don't want to talk about it.
I think that note has creeped her out, especially after, I'm not sure his name, but that the one that said they can come looking for you. How ironic that she gets that note after that was said.
You seem nice, Pippa. You don't know what you're digging up. Digging up.
Stop digging, Pippa. Nat says you don't know what you're digging up. Is that just a coincidence? It just seems similar. Like, how many people do we know, like, say digging up often or whatever? It could just be a coincidence. It honestly could just be a coincidence. I'm just thinking too much into this, and Pip's currently thinking too much into this, but I don't know.
I'm crazy.
Oh, okay, so he's seeing the wall for the first time, and I suppose if he's going to be involved, which he kind of is at this point, he's going to need to see all the progress. He just looks a little bit shocked of how much she's kind of like dug up within a short amount of time.
Hey!
I'm just putting them in chronological order. A little surprised you haven't done it already, to be honest.
She's so put together and organised, and I love the way he was like, I'm surprised you haven't done it already, because he's noticed that she's like perfectly planned this out. To be honest, I'm quite shocked she hasn't done it already, but the way he just started moving it. But I suppose it's better to be more specific when it's in order.
Look. Andy, Emma, Nat. Andy, Emma, Nat. Andy, Emma, Nat. All the way to here, April, 2 weeks before Andy went missing. From here on, it's just Andy and Emma. No.
So it was helpful them being in chronological order. Okay.
Nat.
I don't know, but if she did, it gives Nat a pretty good motive.
I just want to point out, just because I heard it within this little section of it, Emma Myers' British accent obviously is not the best. Nothing against her, she's an amazing actress. Obviously, it's just, you know, but sometimes it's like too bad. But then there's times where you could just hear like it kind of slip, and it just not like, it just sound not right at all. Like just when she was what she just said, you could hear it slip, and it just didn't sound right at all. So I have noticed that a little bit throughout the 2 episodes so far. Majority of the time it's okay, but then there's some times where it will slip and it throws me off a little bit, I'm not gonna lie.
Before she died, she'd just gone into self-destruct mode. She started hanging out with this guy who was just a nasty piece of work. I told her to stay away from him, but...
So they fell out because she changed too much. She's hanging out with this guy. I think the guy's a secret older guy. But who is it? Like, I really want to know at this point. Wait. Well, that's not weird at all, is it?
Andy sold drugs.
I wonder why she was doing that. Maybe a secret older guy is like a bad influence. Could that be intertwined? I'm just like trying to solve the mystery alongside it. Like, it's actually quite fun, if I'm being honest. And like I said, read the books but can't remember anything. So I was going to try and reread the books before I watch episode 2, but I've decided it'll be more fun if I was to like try and do the mystery along. Like, I feel like that's just more fun, and I don't remember anything, so I just feel like it's going to be a shocker again.
If you want it.
I find it weird how it always ends with some kind of flashback with Sel and Andy. It's like trying to piece together a story. Like, so that is how it ends, and I really enjoyed this episode. I feel like there was a lot more mystery to it. Well, obviously there was in the first one, but I feel like now it's like starting to like kick off, and I feel like it's just going to get better and better with each episode. But I did really enjoy that. I feel like we've got a little bit more information now. So a secret older guy, apparently Andy was doing drugs, which we didn't know about, and Nat and Andy fell out before because Andy changed a lot as a person before dying. So yeah, there's a lot of things we've learned so far, but I'm excited to watch episode 3 with you all. I don't know if to start it like today or wait until tomorrow, but I do have to edit episode 1 and 2. I want to get episode 1 out today, today as I'm filming this, and episode 2 out for the 9th, tomorrow. So I've got a lot to do, so I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'm so excited to watch it with you all. Please like and subscribe if you are interested in continuing watching the Good Girls Guide to Murder series with me, and I hope to see you all in my next one. Bye.